All right.
Roger that.
Welcome to Mask Season 2, Episode 1. I am Michael, he, him, and I'll be GMing today. If we want to go down the line, let's introduce ourselves.
Wait, you said a line. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah, that's on the main page for the Elementals
Oh,
animation.
okay.
Where the PCs are, I have you in the same order.
Oh.
Like with Nessa, Sarah, Ibrahim, Mo, and then Steve. That is the order you are on my Zoom.
See, I'm
Gotcha.
last again, so you can forget me and start talking.
Yes.
Thank you for bringing
As-
that up because I'd forgotten about that little. It was a running joke and not.
It happened so many times.
Exactly.
No.
Yes.
I'm so sorry. I
And
will
it-
stay on top of remembering Steve.
I will.
remember you.
Nessa, she, her. I play as Marrow, who is kind of if Spider-Man was like a blood-borne monster, kind of. A real person-shaped one.
Lots of bones and stuff sticking out and moving and spidering.
Yeah.
Spidering.
It's kind of like Doc Ock, except with like those
Bones.
oh no, it's
Bones. And flesh, technically.
Spike. It's Spike from
Yes,
the X-Men show.
I was
Yes,
also
it's Spike
thinking-
from the X-Men show.
Invader Zim. Invader Zim's backpack.
Oh.
with
Oh,
bones.
yeah.
God, that's kind of horrifying.
Yeah. I didn't think about it, and then I did, and I was like, oh, that's kind of fucked up. That's going to be her
Hmm.
whole thing. It's like, kind of fucked up.
Salud.
Bless you.
Gesundheit.
Oh,
you.
bless you.
Thank you. Am I next?
Yes.
Mhm.
I'm Sarah, she, her. I play Zaylin, they, them, which is basically they're an alien type of thing from the Rift, humanoid in shape, and yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. That's me. Excuse me. Hi, I'm Ibrahim. You might know me from other places, such as the Prayers of the Static Places. But that's not this. I'll be playing Billy Harkinson, also known as Jester, the new addition to the gang here. Billy's like he's got I just talked about his powers. He's got teleportation powers and he's got illusions. He's a slippery guy.
What playbook did you pick
It's
up?
play- yeah, for the-
The delinquent.
Oh,
nice.
You
That's gonna be a fun mix with this group.
Mhm.
Oh no, is this a lawful good?
No, no,
Or
no,
is
no,
it
no,
basically
no.
delinquents?
Totally not.
Oh, okay. Damn, I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna think like, oh no, I'm hard edge, and then you're gonna be like, yeah, we did that literally day one.
yeah.
Get in
Oh,
line.
I was about to say that Issa and I were kind of straight edge, but I was like, we're not more like, guys, we're gonna get in trouble. You have to do this later where there aren't witnesses.
And then
That's
Johnny's
Billy's
like, there's
thing.
always witnesses.
I mean, yes, but you know.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yes.
Yeah.
You.
Oh, sorry. Hi, I'm Mo. They, she pronouns. I play Isadora Reyes, aka Obsidian. She, they pronouns. The beacon. Yeah, that one.
Now that we've gone through everybody that matters, we're gonna.
No, Steve.
Good.
Hi, I'm Steve, he, him. I play Johnny Styles, aka Wildfire, aka he, him, also he, him. I play the Star. Yeah, social media superhero.
All right, excellent. Yeah, why don't we? Let's talk a little bit about. We've got Jester, our new person. If you want to talk a little about the character and such, how you see him, we can kind of talk a little about how we want to bring you in today.
Yeah, love that. So a little bit about Jester. Is it? I guess we could have established this previously. I apologize, but there's a thing about Jester. There's a reason that he is like kind of related to the goings on here. Is it cool if I talk about that now?
Yeah, I think so. Because I think this
All right,
is
cool.
we talked about. We shared on the thing because it's a fun one.
Yes. So Jester is actually a I'm not going to call him a love child, but he is a not what's don't want to call him a bastard either.
Like
But
illegitimate
basically,
child or
illegitimate child. There we go. Born out of wedlock, born in sin. Billy
Mhm.
Harkinson was born to Chuck Carlson and Maya Harkinson. I think when Chuck was like fairly new on his show, he had a like an intern that was like not dissimilar in age to him, and they kind of hit it off and had a whirlwind office romance, quote unquote, that produced Billy. And Billy was not supposed to be born. He was not supposed to like be around, but he is. And Chuck doesn't. If Chuck knows, I don't think that he thinks about it. He tries very hard not to. So yeah, that's who Billy is. And there's like some stuff that I need to work on with like how he's related to all of y'all.
So how old is Billy?
I think Billy is. I think most of you are around 17 to 19, right?
17.
Yeah, I think it was 16,
Yeah.
17.
Oh, except
like,
Zalian, who I think is 5,
It's just
5 or 4,
I mean,
something like
technically
that.
speaking, maybe 12, but they fully
12.
formed as like a teenager, basically.
Okay, right.
I'm just trying to do the math. I'm like, okay, cool. If Chuck
Let's-
was that old, how old was
I mean,
Let's
I'm
not
looking
talk
at the
about how old
picture.
Zaylin is. That's just
I'm
No, I'm
looking
not
at the
talking about that. I'm talking
picture.
about like how old Marrow was. So like how like the age difference.
it's been
between
it's been pretty
Chuck
well
and-
set
Yeah.
up that like Chuck Carlson is a good deal older than the rest of the siblings.
yeah.
That's true.
I'm looking at his headshot. He looks like nebulous 50.
Yeah, that's
He-
basically
he,
it.
He looks like evil world Chuck Carlson.
Mhm.
Or
I
not
think Chuck Carlson is his
He,
name.
he looks
Tucker
he looks like evil world Chuck
Ben.
not Tucker Carlson. Anderson
Uh,
Cooper.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
Anderson Cooper and Tucker Carlson had a clone child, and this is Chuck. I think he's about 18. So I think that when he was conceived, it was probably like this was like Chuck Carlson first day on the job, like Chuck Carlson like new hotness at the talk show, So this was like
Yeah.
really early on. He was like power drunk kind of, and like nobody could touch me. I'm the best. I'm the greatest. And so we had like a office romance, and then didn't think about the consequences of like, motherfucker, you sign her checks. This can't
Yeah.
happen.
It's giving
This can't happen.
It's giving Pete in the first season of Mad Men.
Oh.
Right.
Oh yeah. Question, I guess, with that. Does Maya still work there?
I don't think so. I don't think that would be tenable.
Yeah, that would be a horrible secret to keep every day.
I think Maya I think when Maya decided to keep Billy, like she found work at another studio someplace. Or her internship was just up.
Okay.
Besides, who wants to work at Newsmax? Newsmax is, they yell at the interns.
They
Does
yell at the
Ibrahim,
interns.
Yeah, I bet she could
Does-
get better work at NNC or something.
the character's name again is what's his
Billy.
first name again? Billy. Does Billy know that Chuck Carlson is his dad?
He knows, and he hates it. I think that he found out
Solidarity.
he found out when he got like he saw like letters from Chuck being basically like, hey, do you understand that this can't come out, that my whole brand is like foreign to this cannot happen, here's like some hush money, don't talk about it.
How old
I
is
think
Billy when he
that
found this?
I think that this was when Billy actually like his powers activated, because I think he was like 13 or so when he like found these letters, and that's probably the first time that Chuck found out that there was a child that the timeline lined up with. And I think that's when Billy like first teleported, because he just really wanted to be anywhere else. He didn't want to be in that house anymore, and he just teleported to an empty lot somewhere.
Yeah, that's rough to find. Not only find out that that's your dad, but also that your dad is like, I hate superpowers.
It's that dude.
Your dad's the one who yells at on the TV.
Yeah, I'm bitter because my mom left me.
Yeah, so Billy's got a little bit of a chip on his shoulder from that, and feeling connected to this anti-super person. I do have some Yeah, I do have some questions. Where are those questions?
Well, I think for some of those,
Uh,
we might actually, since the stuff's already started, there will be an opportunity to work you in directly
okay.
today. Because I think you're looking at the ones that are more specifically like beginning of the campaign. How did we all come together?
Yeah.
Yeah. So with those ones wouldn't make sense at this point because I think because you all go to the same school
Mm.
and we'll
I've
be
had
doing
a
some
secret
stuff
cousin this whole time.
because part of what we wanted to do was focus more because the school stuff fell way to because we started.
Cousin,
I'd be a
nephew.
nephew.
Yes,
You
you're
have a
right.
nephew.
Don't
Think
think
about it too much.
Yeah, I don't want to think about it.
I think you're- I think
In my
you're
head.
This makes your nephew older than you are,
Oh yeah.
like by a year.
Oh my gosh.
It's like
Oh.
that book my dad used to read me about the little boy who was an uncle.
Like that happens, and that has happened in my family where there was just a 20-year gap between like first child and second child. It is always awkward. It is always wild, and it never stops being weird.
A friend of mine's gonna have a 21-year gap between her first and her third. Like they just went through and confirmed it. And she had her first one at
Mhm.
15, and now she's 36.
Oh wow.
Yep.
There's one of those things where
It's like the band LMFAO. They're nephew and uncle.
yeah,
Wait,
Mhm.
what? Wait, what?
Yes.
Wait, wait.
yeah, yeah.
L-
they're-
L-
Not
the two
siblings,
guys are
not
L-
cousins.
Nephew and uncle. LMFAO are both. One is the son of Barry Gordy, with the other is the grandson of Barry Gordy.
Yeah. That's could be
Yeah.
us. We could be LMFAO in this world.
We can be LMFAO.
My older brother is 20 years older than me. My first little brother is 16 years younger than me.
Damn,
So,
your parents waited. Oh,
well, we have different. Me and the older one have different moms,
Okay.
but still,
I-
my dad
idea
spread that
of
out
waiting.
like my dad has a 16-year-old and a 52-year-old.
If I
That's insane.
if I recall, there is a grandson of either one of our earliest presidents or a signer of the Declaration, because
It's
still alive.
I know this one. It's starts with an H. I want to say not Harding. Harding. No.
The president's name, Harding.
Yeah, no, it's the grandson of one of the like presidents in the 19th century is still alive because he got married in like the
Gosh.
70s and had a baby, and then that guy got married in the 70s and had a baby.
Yeah. So it's one of those weird things.
I'm still confused about LMFAO. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot. There's a
think-
lot to unpack.
yeah.
When the
Think
uncle's so
about that
cool,
and-
you start a band with him.
Yeah. Yeah. Focus on that and not on what
Oh.
however the age gap works out for Chuck Carlson and me.
Thespis Meridian
Ooh.
says John Tyler, who has living grandkids.
Yes, that's the
Yes,
one.
John
Awesome.
Tyler.
Thank you.
Oh my god, my eyes twitching.
All right.
And we broke Mo 5
Oh.
minutes into the stream.
Oh my god, my eyes twitching so bad.
So also for Ibrahim here, why don't we go through and kind of especially describe how each person is like, especially at the school, how you might know them, because two of you are very clearly one. Like Johnny's just living as a superhero. Zalian can't really hide it. But we kind of decide who Billy might know previous to all this. I think at this point, does everyone else know Rosalind is Marrow?
In the group, yeah, but not
Yeah.
not,
Not
Yeah,
out.
not
well,
the
yeah,
world.
Oh, yeah.
that's the group because for a long time they didn't know.
Yeah. I think she like revealed herself to us in over her mother's grave.
Yeah.
Oh.
I remember that. That was in my brain.
Sick.
All right, if
And,
you want to
and
kind of,
Johnny broke.
if you want to go ahead and describe your characters, and we can kind of talk about how if each of you might know Billy in the school itself.
Is Billy in any clubs? Any of the clubs?
I think, God, this is where the fact that I was not in any clubs is going to bite me in the butt because I'm trying to think of what are clubs? What are they?
Yearbook club, newspaper club, sports,
Hmm.
drama club.
We have a D&D
Is there a
club at the
crime
school
club?
I'm at. Oh, like
I
a
bet
true
there is
crime? Oh,
now.
probably, yeah. Sure.
Okay,
we
maybe not
can
true
make
crime.
whatever
Hmm,
kind
hmm,
of clubs we want.
Yeah, I think if there's a D&D club at the school, Billy's in it.
Oh,
and he
probably.
doesn't show up consistently.
Okay.
Like no one knows if he's going to be there for the session or not.
But what
And
does he
it's just-
play?
Billy plays what is
Rogue.
Drizzt? He
Oh,
plays
the-
that.
A night elf? Night elf? No,
A drow.
Drow.
drow. Yeah,
A
that
drow, like a drow ranger rogue thing.
Okay.
Nice.
He does that.
one. Nice.
Instead
I
of
mean-
a panther, I have a mountain lion.
It's different. It's
Yeah.
actually really different. It's a mountain lion is totally different than a panther.
Exactly. I mean, you've probably seen Rosalind around because she is very social and she has she does the thing where she tries to visit every single club before she decides on a club each year.
Isn't Rosalind like class president or something?
Yeah,
or-
but I like to visit every club because it's important. Club council duties is part of being club president, so it's important to know every club. So that way, when they ask for something stupid in the budget, you'll know why you can tell them no.
You were the stage manager for in like 1 or 2 sessions before we kind of left the school behind entirely.
Oh yeah, for the play stuff.
Also, yes, also stage manager. I'm very busy.
And he
And
used
you
to
work at the juice shack or whatever.
He used to
Yes.
work or still does. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I might be fired from the Sugar Shack.
Have you just not been there for a while?
They were offering me a promotion, and I was kind of cool. Get back to you on that. I'm gonna go not fight crime. But
I think
yeah,
I think Billy would know you from like the school. Then he would definitely know the like class president. I think like if there's ever an opportunity for like you like going around to all the clubs and being like, oh, why aren't all of your members here? They're supposed to be here. Blah blah blah. I don't know if you would do that, but I think that there would be like a notable absence of Billy if anywhere he's supposed to be.
okay, then yeah, that's probably we haven't actually met, but you know me. But also, I would never be that harsh. She's very persnickety, but in a extremely hollow way.
Except to gamers.
Except to no, it was still kind of very insincere to gamers. I was just well. Mero was nice to gamers. Rosalind is just let's try to prevent you from kidnapping the basketball team again. How about that, gamers?
Yeah, Gammers, Professor Friction has come back after whether it was
I'm sorry, don't you mean Dr. Friction at this point?
no the
the
second
teacher-
time he's not Dr. Friction. Last time I think you met him, he was Professor Friction.
Professor.
He
He was
Mr.
Mr. Friction.
It was Mr.
Oh, right,
Friction,
right.
and then it was I'm Professor Friction. He is working his way through academia in his head.
Yeah, we also just as a reminder, we have to curb stomp him later.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, but that's
Premeditated
Rosalind.
curb stomping. Love it.
Yeah, that's he's been making weapons secretly. We found out
Mhm.
we stole some stuff off some people.
I didn't know they were going to use it for crime.
We'll burn that bridge when we get to it. But that's me. Zaylin, how are you around school? Because you're new in town.
I'm trying to decide if I want Zaylen to be really involved in extracurriculars because I kind of think they would be. I'm having this idea that obviously they can't hide who they are. Everyone knows they're a superhero. Who knows they're part of the elementals, and I think that with the help of Tommaso, they get it's one of those things when a celebrity teenager kind of enters a public school. It's they want to have as a normal experience as possible. So it's kind of trying to have the most normal high school experience as they can.
Also, I know Johnny took the fall for breaking all those windows, but in terms of the student body, does the student body regard you as the person who exploded all those windows?
I think about half of them do. I think it's one of those conspiracy theories around school, that teacher, fuck that student, that kind of thing.
Oh,
But instead, it's windows.
Yeah, it broke the
It's
window.
Windows. Windows. The
So-
other half totally buys that Johnny has a jerk off room.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, because this
Okay.
was, Johnny, do you want to tell what your excuse was for when you said you were you took the blame for those windows exploding when Zaylin freaked out? Do you want to tell what your excuse was?
So Johnny has fire powers. Well,
Mhm.
he used the excuse that sometimes if he hasn't got to use his powers enough, they boil up and it's like a boiler that's overheated and it just explodes and shatters
Mhm.
windows. And they're like, well, do you
Right.
need a room to let off steam? He's like, yes, I do.
And
okay.
the
And
principal.
now the story has morphed slowly by slowly, game of telephone.
Oh,
Into
we-
Johnny
we
Styles
were
has a jerk-off
merciless when he
room.
explained it that way.
Yeah.
I
So-
understand.
I do think
Billy
that Zaylin,
definitely fully believes that it's a jerk off room.
I'm trying to decide if Zaylin is part of like an anime club or like a space club, like a NASA club. Like I can't decide which is nerdier for them. I feel like
Both
it.
very dirty.
Yes, they are, aren't they? I almost only because it's more of my vibe. They're part of the anime club. Like they said, like, oh, that seems cool. Those are pretty pictures, and they're part of that group now.
Hell yeah.
And this way we can like we made a My Hero Academia canon to our universe, so bring that in a little bit.
Damn, I forgot we did
Wait,
that.
I'm sorry. My Hero Academia is canon to the universe in what sense? In that
In
the show.
it is a show. It's a show.
Okay,
It's a shoujo.
gotcha.
It's a shoujo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like a reality show or something.
Okay.
That'd be cool if it was though.
It would be.
I haven't seen it, so it would be difficult to do any justice to.
Yeah. All right. It's in the. It's okay. We can watch my.
Yeah.
There's one anime in this world. My Hero
I
Academia.
I
Confirmed.
honestly think that they're a big fan. I personally not a fan of Dragon Ball Z, but they're a big fan of Dragon Ball Z because they relate to it. So
Aliens, powers, you just
Yes,
believe hard
exactly.
enough and shit happens. Hell yeah. That's Zaylen's whole deal.
exactly.
Gotcha.
Mo,
I think that Billy would. I don't know if we would know each other, but I think like. I kind of feel like if anyone was going to talk to Billy, it would be somebody like Zaylin.
hmm
Like
Yeah.
Billy's like a kind of like gangly punk looking guy who's always in hoodies and like jean jackets with the sleeves ripped off with tons of patches, but also his jackets are always like suspiciously clean. And it's like, oh, you don't actually scrap. You're not actually like going to punk shows. You just like the aesthetic, huh?
I don't think Zaylin would know the difference. Like,
Right.
absolutely would not know the difference.
So yeah. I think that other people might be like kind of intimidated, whereas like the real punks around school would be like, you're a poser. We don't want to hang out with you. I think that people who don't notice that would be the people to talk to Billy, and maybe that would be Zaylin.
hell yeah.
All right. And for Issa.
So Issa, I think I decided she joined the weightlifting club. I think she was doing weightlifting on her own away from school, but I think now that we're bringing in more focus to school, I think she just decided to finally fit in with the rest of the school and like try to do things with them. So I think she does weightlifting, and I think the coach, like the gym teacher, tried to get her into wrestling after seeing how she took on like what's her face from
Reflex.
yeah that one time, and she's like, no, that was an accident, sorry, like I can't do that again. So but I think she's part of the weightlifting team, and even though all the women have to wear skirts in the school or whatever the dress uniform that we decided on was, Issa definitely wears pants because it's a school uniform school. Like it's one of those type of things.
Mhm.
So Issa wears pants and a blazer because she's like, screw your gender norms.
Well, I can tell you're a main character because your uniform is a little different, so you stand out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. It's a little altered, it fits her body better. Yeah.
Oh, can I? I'm sorry, I didn't think about the uniform. I don't know what Zayn would wear.
I think we got Zayla in uniform.
I think
Yeah,
somehow you just have like a kilt and they just allow that. It's like a khaki kilt, but like it's got like, or maybe like a
It's a
skort
utila kilt. It's a utila
Yeah.
kilt.
utila kilt. And it's khaki, so it technically follows the rules.
Okay.
I had a girl who had somebody make her khaki sweatpants, and because it wasn't technically against the school rules for our uniform, she was allowed to wear them every day.
I'm sorry for interrupting,
Khaki
Morgan.
Okay.
Sorry for interrupting both.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. She's also in like all the really like smart classes. Like if I remember correctly, I made her like one of those straight A sort of kids.
Mhm.
And I don't know what else about her.
You talk back to teachers when they're being
Mhm.
dumb.
Oh yeah, when they're being full of shit, she'll put them in their place. And other students, or maybe like bust their nose and make it look like she didn't bust her nose, like sort of thing.
It's so funny to think about that you based your character off Jenna Ortega, and after watching the Wednesday series, that's all I could think about. The entire time I watched it, I'm like, oh, that's Issa. Oh, that's Issa. Oh, that's Issa. Issa.
Yeah.
Let it be known that Issa was first.
Yeah. Issa was the first superhero. But yeah, that's her. I don't know if they would know each other. Because Issa
You sound cool.
she did transfer in at the beginning of the school year. So wait, is this the same school year or is it like the next school year?
We can probably go with essentially maybe spring semester.
Okay, so yeah, she transferred in at the beginning of fall semester.
Mhm.
So she's newer because she's not a part of the rich. I was gonna say the rich bitch circle that's usually here.
Right.
And everybody like, oh, who is that person? She's so mysterious. Ooh.
Okay. Maybe
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, maybe we just haven't talked much. But if you're talking back to teachers, I think Billy would think you're cool and be like, "Oh God, you're so cool! I want to punch teachers. I want to talk back to teachers and punch kids."
Issa's like, what is this notebook that says Billy plus Issa? Is this someone's?
Yeah.
Who's a dweeb?
Do you like my patches?
Do you like my patch?
I got them at the I got them at Michael's.
I mean, Michael's. Hell yeah.
I embroidered this one myself.
Aw.
And what about Johnny? Like,
Yeah, for Johnny.
Everybody knows Johnny. he's pseudo famous. He's a superhero. He does not hide the fact that he's a superhero. Even though everybody knows him, I don't think he's like in the popular circle. Like he totally could be. He could be one of the jocks, but he just doesn't like. I don't know the right way to put it. You guys probably know how I put it. Like all he cares about is heroing. So like friendships outside of the group, just they're kind of tedious to him.
I mean, you and Sandra had a vibe a little bit, but
A little bit.
a little bit, yeah. You
But
and the jocks don't vibe.
No. So I think Johnny, he's never in school uniform. And when they try to write him up, he just reminds them how much money his dad funnels to the school. Like, yeah, that stadium for your football team, my dad built that. I'm not wearing the uniform. So he's very cocky. He's very loud. You know, if you may not be friends with him, but you know him. And he knows you because he knows everybody in the school, at least by name.
Okay. Yeah. I think like Billy mostly is like teleporting I think like Billy often disappears around a corner and then is gone because he just teleports away as soon as he's out of eyesight.
Hell yeah.
So I think like if Johnny's like ever trying to like keep track of like I don't know if Johnny like keeps track of like the goings and comings of everyone in the school, like to maintain
No.
some sort of like no, not really.
Johnny doesn't think outside like a 3-foot square
Okay.
around his head.
But if
You
you
were
were
thinking-
ever trying to talk to him, he would walk like if you ever try to talk to Billy, he'll walk around a corner and then disappear.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know that Johnny would have ever tried to talk to Billy because like mostly people try to talk to Johnny. So he doesn't
Right.
have time to talk to other people outside of the group. Like he'll make time to talk to Zaylin in school. Marrow and Obsidian, not as much because they have secret identities.
Yeah. We've hung out a little bit. A bit, but that's
Yeah.
mostly because we've, if anyone asks, we're just like, yeah, we were all there when that thing exploded or something.
Yeah. So
Okay. So maybe we just don't know each other that well or at all. Like I know of you. I see you around.
Classmates.
Classmates.
What kind of student is Billy?
I think Billy's like really quiet. I think that he's like a solid B student, but like he doesn't push ever. And he's the kind of person who's like just trying to get through the day, but just trying to get through the day is every day.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Mood.
Yeah.
Okay. So one thing I would like to do, if y'all are cool with it, I'd like to steal something from Monster Hearts. Because we have a bunch of characters. Like, we have a bunch of characters from the school. If you click on the Rosewood Academy, you'll see a bunch of people who got created, but then a lot of them kind of, for like a few of them we've interacted with. Some of them only appeared in like one scene, one or two scenes, or like one session during the first season. So we have a lot of characters we probably don't remember particularly well because they just weren't in it a lot. So a fun thing to do is if we go around and each do like a homeroom question, or to help like build, either use one of the ones that are there or build one. I put an example. Like if you click on homeroom questions, Monster Hearts tends to be a bit darker and a bit more like CW, like CW backstabbing stuff. So certain things will work absolutely. Certain things you might be like, we could change around a little bit. Those are just examples. What we might be able to do is go around and do we want to maybe ask other people something, or just choose something, or come up with something for your own character? Because it'll be things like there's gossip and reputation. Again, what did you and blank get expelled from your last school? Like if you're someone who came, which doesn't necessarily make sense, I think, with this group. Who's the principal's daughter? What's her reputation? Why do you and so not get along? And you can kind of come up with a name and come up with what's going on. How much trouble did you and blah 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 get into in like junior high? Or why were you used to be good friends with this person and now you're not? Why is that?
Where is that at?
So on the main page, towards the right below basic moves, there's one called homeroom questions. If you pop that up in like a new tab or something, you'll see that it's got like here's just a bunch of questions. You don't have to use those, but those are just examples.
Are we in the Rosewood Academy tab?
And then we can use the rose. Actually, you know what? Let me just go ahead and
Where are we looking?
oh, here, to make this easier, let me actually just move this into Rosewood Academy tab. I just moved it into the Rosewood Academy, so it's down there towards the bottom. And we can also create. These are some of the ones we've created before, but we can also create a bunch of new ones. It gives us an opportunity to talk about all of the characters and stuff, the relationships and other things going on at school that we can actually start to kind of dig into.
Okay.
Okay.
So do you want to do it so we choose one, or we want to ask each other like, hey, your character, and here's a question for them, and we can make up a person or use one of the ones that already exist.
Maybe we could just go down the list and ask each other or ask a question of maybe the next person in line. I don't know. Does that make sense? So that just so we have someone reading it aloud?
Sure.
Or is that overcomplicated?
That can be fine.
You
can also make up stuff. We don't necessarily like this. We don't have to use this list is specifically for you're playing monsters in Monster Hearts. So some of the things won't really fit tonally. A lot of them will because it's still high school drama.
Okay. So we start with Nessa probably asking a question.
Yeah, if you
Yes.
if you either want
So
to
I'm
come up,
asking.
if you either want to come up with one or ask a question off that list, or we can probably do it like the ones where then someone decides. You want to have it where someone decides, "Ooh, I'll take that one."
Do we have
so.
a little grid for us to like have a chart?
Oh, for like the homeroom.
Yeah.
No, but I can add new people to that student section in the room.
Okay, I was just thinking like how we were sitting in homeroom. Because usually you have a visual of like because you said Monster Hearts seating, I was like, hello, that's my game. Hi.
I actually have, when I do it in person, and I've done it online, I actually grabbed a whole bunch of London actor headshots.
Oh.
And so I've used those before. We kind of just pull up an actor that we don't know because there were like up and coming actors, and so it's like boom, you get an idea for who this person.
No, but like no, I'm just saying so I can see like where people are sitting, like an actual like 4x6 or
that we don't really have, but it's more just creating some characters that we might know because they're probably there may be a homeroom as such, but this is more just to go through and help get some characters that we can talk about, develop, and then use those to springboard some of what's happening.
Yeah. Zaylin, have you heard any rumors about I think it was Jack Boucher?
One who saw Ivy, Tytha, and I didn't put what else.
And that's why I figured we should do him first because I don't remember what that was. So like, and Ivy's not here. So
We can also make up people who aren't on
Yeah.
here too. So.
I know, but I was like, you know what? Jack deserves a little something, you
Yeah.
know?
Mhm.
I've heard that he's got a problem with Johnny.
Okay.
Like he thinks Johnny's full of himself and doesn't think he's that special, and
Okay. Hell yeah.
makes me very upset.
Yeah, we almost had a window incident all over again when you first heard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Jack Boucher.
My turn.
Sure.
All right, let's see. Who's after me? Is it Billy?
Yeah, but I think we can just. I think Michael was saying that we could just like
Okay.
anyone can grab it.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, why did let me see. Oh, why did Mary and Stephen Butler miss school so much last year? These were the students that played the love interest in the play, right?
Mhm.
The brother and sister that played
The
love
brother and
interest
sister
in the
that
play?
played Mrs. Lovett and Sweeney Todd.
Okay. Why did they miss so much school last year?
Oh, so this is like a rumor question, huh?
Yeah.
I wasn't here.
But you must did
What
you
have-
hear
what have you
pray
heard?
tell?
But what have you heard? Like you can just
Yeah, I get. Hold on, let me double check
they're-
a certain sheet.
Yeah, doesn't get along
I
with
think-
Issa, pompous actor, asshole, thinks he'll get big on rich. His family are well off, stockbrokers. Issa made him eat his desk and give him a big cut on the forehead. She's also the diva.
So their parents are rich stockbroker people.
Mhm.
Okay. I think that the rumor that I heard was that they're going to family therapy because their parents have both been massively unfaithful,
Ooh,
and the kids were dragged into a bunch of therapy sessions.
yikes.
And you can tell you when your parents don't love you when they schedule therapy sessions during the day. You're like, Mom,
You're
Dad,
gonna
I-
miss
yeah."
school for this.
I'm like, I have school. And they're like, well, your father has an afternoon meeting and I have a morning meeting. So it has to be at lunch.
Because Stacy's at his work at 3:00, so we're going then.
Oh, damn.
It's funny, darling. I know David's there about the same time.
Yeah, that. Yeah. Okay, let's see. These are good questions. Okay. What's the name of the class drug dealer, and who wants to sleep with him/her/them?
Issa knows all the drug dealers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably,
from-
honestly.
Oh yeah, I forgot about your past. In my head, I was like, yeah, Issa knows all the drug dealers from when she goes and hangs out with her older friends at a gym off campus.
I have a question. Is your cousin still staying with you?
I don't know. Is my cousin still staying with me?
Do you want her to have stayed here and maybe come to school?
Yeah. Let's put Rosalina as the biggest drug dealer.
And
She-
who wants to sleep with her? Everyone. Have you seen her?
Everyone.
Yeah.
She's hot.
Yeah. She's just on another level.
But like, who in particular that's either makes it an interesting problem or a funny thing
Oh.
or
Scammers.
Yeah.
He's just like, hi, Rosalina.
I am. Hey, you know I'm a dangerous kind of guy.
Oh
My
my
pa-
god.
My powers deal with friction.
This is worse. Okay, we're gonna have to. All right, group meeting. We're actually gonna have to kill Gammers. I know we said no murder, but I think we can make an exception. I think it will be my greatest undertaking, but I think after one day when we eventually finish this game, I will sit through and I will watch everything all over again, and I will make a Gammers supercut.
Where are we writing the answers to these questions?
I'm putting them into the Rosewood Academy under the students.
Hey,
Okay.
Oh my god.
Wow. I've only just now heard of Gammers, and I already want them gone.
Listen, he's not that bad.
He really is.
he just needs therapy, and we
Mr.
need-
Professor Friction has to go.
yeah. That being said, I would say he's
It's
not that
just
bad. But,
Professor Friction now.
yeah. He's not that bad, but also we need to keep him away from like all YouTube rabbit holes he could potentially fall down.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh
No.
no.
Yeah.
No, we have to put like Net Nanny on Gammer's computer.
Why do I feel like Gammers would
If-
listen to Andrew Tate?
No, you because I think Gammers is a better heart than that.
Okay, yeah, maybe not Andrew Tate, but maybe like a Logan
Jordan
Paul.
Peterson?
No,
A
no,
little
he-
bit.
He's got a lot of
Jordan
really good
Peterson,
stuff
but
if you
only the
listen.
psychology videos.
Yeah, just reads
He
the book.
listens to,
He's like, you know what? It's important to make your bed.
He watches Joe Rogan. That's what he does.
Oh, so many. Yeah, okay, that makes sense though, because watching Joe Rogan is different than listening to Joe Rogan's podcast, just in audio form. And I feel like way more people watch Joe Rogan clips.
Oh yeah, yeah. Gammers is just like, it's on my TikTok feed, and I'm not fixing it.
Now here's the thing: they've got some good ideas.
Have you s-
if
the Joe
Ibrahim,
Rogan monkey one?
If you want to see the picture that Mo chose for
Rosalina.
Rosalina, everyone's like, "Hey, is your cousin coming by? We can hang out with your cousin."
Oh, I just found her character tab. I get it. I see. She's very beautiful.
Oh yeah.
It's like, how are you part of this family? And she's like, oh, I know. I just carry us all. It's fine.
Went bad needs to lie low for a while. Got
Still
it.
think the detective's the hottest NPC.
Yeah. No, seriously. She is.
I used her in Leverage.
Oh yeah.
Huh.
This is
And
she's the one that made me mad at Michael, because it's just hot NPCs after hot NPCs.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, you also used Caldwell, which Caldwell has no reason to be hot.
Caldwell needs to pick up some running.
He was
He's
running.
always out of breath.
Yeah.
He's always out of breath.
He did the turkey trot canonically. Not well.
Turkey trot?
Yeah.
All right.
We had an episode around Thanksgiving, and he was all out
Oh.
of breath. I was like, have you ever considered like a turkey trot or something?
It's because he's always run up to everybody. It's like, hey guys, so we're looking for the murder. I think that's
Who's-
is that
Brad.
Mo's question. Now?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh,
Well-
okay. Sorry. I got I was listening. Y'all just keep going. Steve,
Ah,
Steve. I forgot for a second. Hold on. I forgot what I was saying. Who hosted the last big party, and which of their parents did you? Oh, I'm not gonna read that second part.
We
What's the-
maybe got flirted with or big sister. Who's big sister or little sister or whatever.
Whose
who?
family member did you
Mhm.
get close with?
Yeah, Monster Hearts is a little more.
It's a little more risque.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was like, I always saw that. I was like, oh, like a party, and then I
Is-
the second question
is
is,
Monster- it's like Monster High meets Euphoria. It sounds like.
oh yeah, yeah.
That's the perfect description. They should put that on the box or the book.
well, Sandrew hosts all the parties.
Sandra's sister also is the Squonk mascot.
Yes.
I mean,
Sorry, what? Sorry, Squonk?
yeah, sorry.
Sorry, Squonk?
Yeah,
One second.
Rosewood Academy. We're the fighting squonks.
The Squonk
Let me
is
find this picture of
the
this thing.
Squonk is a very sad looking cryptid. You look
It's
up
our mascot.
if you look up the Squonk, it's crying in every picture I can find.
So it was Sandrew, and I'm gonna say that Sandra was heavily flirting with Johnny, but he did not reciprocate at all.
Okay.
She's only a year younger than us, but I mean, I understand.
Johnny is like madly in love with someone. It's not gonna work.
Aww.
Oh.
Oh,
All right, so now I gotta pick a question, right?
Mhm.
And I
Mhm.
ask Nessa.
okay.
Um. Okay. Sorry, there's too many questions. I'm overloaded.
There's so many.
And they're all great, really. Except for there's some where you're like, ooh, not for that game. Good question,
Yeah,
but
there are a couple that I was about to start reading, and I was like, no, actually, no, not
You're
that.
like, "Oh,
Some of those
nope, not that one."
you could switch. You could PG it down a little bit more, and it would fit.
yeah. Also,
All
when-
right, who is the principal's daughter and what's her reputation?
Okay, hold on one second.
If
Okay, I guess I'm gonna.
if
Yeah, I'm
anybody
gonna have
wants
to-
a name generator, I've got one, so I can come up with a name on the fly
Well,
quick.
What's the principal's name again? It's
Durwood Abbey.
Abbey.
oh, that guy.
Actually, my principal in high school.
Hey.
Mhm.
I will be right back. I have to talk to my son real quick.
Um.
Uh,
How do we
Pause
feel
on
about?
me.
What?
Pause on me. Yeah, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Pause on
Okay.
me. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay. How do we feel about Iris Abbey?
I like it.
All right.
And then what is her reputation? Um. This is gonna be weird, but I think she's kind of like if there's like a JV team for superheroes, like she's not actually like a superhero, but whatever her power is impressive, and like she's like this close to getting like a superhero internship next summer or something. You know, like she's not playing at our level now, but everyone's like, you know, she's next, she's gonna make it.
Any
I
ideas
guess
of power?
up and coming.
Oh, it's the kitty.
That's a random superpower.
Kitty. Mhm.
Iris.
Technopathy,
Ooh.
Okay.
resurrection.
What is that?
Resurrection is kind of a dark power for a kid to have.
There's just like world. She's just waiting for a spot to open up on whatever the gothest superhero team is.
Random superhero, Clarifactaints.
What does that
The
do?
ability to access spiritual or mediumistic knowledge through smell.
Okay.
Where she has like smell like old like jewelry, be like, ah, yes, this was like
This is the
Bertrude Bernard's.
It smells like
This
a
is the
Mhm.
bayonet that stabbed
Yeah.
Abraham Lincoln,
Yeah.
and
I can smell his beard oil.
The last thing she touched before she died. The
Psych-
poisons in the deodorant.
Psychic weapon, bone manipulation actually shows up on this random list.
Hey.
Anything we want to go with? What her power might be?
Um.
I think technomancy works.
Yeah.
Does she like manipulate computers? Does she like
Yeah, I'd be like with the tech, like computers and would also be like mechanical stuff.
I kind of imagined it as the bad guy from Sky High, where just like there's just like loose metal, and you just like kind of like hold it out, and it'll just come together as like a future gun.
Hmm.
hmm.
I mean,
That's
you have to
really
like
cool.
you have to like design the future gun.
It
So, like, most of-
creates technology from scraps.
Yeah. It's like for when we were little, she could just be like, "I made one of those little toys again," because they're
Okay.
very simple to make.
It's like Unity from Sentinels of the Multiverse.
Okay.
She
I like
takes
that.
she makes robots and stuff, but she takes like she can take a car and turn it into like a T-Rex,
Oh, hell yeah.
but do it
If you've
like
ever played-
instantly.
If you've ever played the Sentinels comic or like the card game, she's terrible. Terrible.
Oh,
She's
no.
awful. Don't play Unity.
In the RPG and in the computer version, she's pretty kick-ass.
Oh.
Mm.
No, I'm glad they boosted her up a little bit for the computer and other kind.
All right, do we want to add any more?
I think that's everybody. It's we just do this at the beginning
Yeah.
of every game, right? We just add more and more.
Very, very often, it can be something if we want to kind of do that, but it can also just be like we'll create a few people here and there, and then we're able to kind of just go.
Yeah,
Like, I
or
think-
you know,
You don't,
Add
we don't
attachments.
necessarily do it each time, but some of it right now is just give us some people that we can kind of play with.
I'm good to do one more round of it if you guys are. Or if not,
Yeah.
I don't care.
Let's do one more round.
All
Yeah.
right. Another
hell
round.
yeah.
Just back up to the top.
Alrighty. Then Sarah, I have one more question for you.
Gotcha.
This doesn't have to be like something that they project onto you. Like this doesn't have to be
Mhm.
something where they're like nah 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 or something. But who in the school really like kind of makes you feel more alien, you know, like where like you'll have like this beautiful moment with, you know, people and friends and like you're chatting, you're really getting to know everyone, and you see that person, you interact with them, and it just all comes crashing down, and you're like, right, I'm from space, and like this is crazy. Maybe not that reaction necessarily, but you know, someone who just like really brings you down to earth in a way where you're like, why?
I'm gonna say it is.
Ember, we can make someone up too.
I'm gonna say it's a girl named. Let me pull from my like web of names from the past. Tracy Alexander.
Mhm.
And my feelings is she's probably in the same like realm, like she runs in the same circles as Marrow.
Mhm.
So she's like one of those very like involved, popular type of people. But and it's probably one of those things where like she's not trying, but like she'll
Yeah.
say things that are just a little bit uncomfortable, like a
Yeah.
little bit like.
It's so cute that you think that.
Yeah, it's one of those things. That it's like it's like she asks, "Where are you from?" a lot.
Yeah, yes, stuff like that.
Yeah.
You're wait, you're orange now. It's supposed to be orange, right? Because it was blue before.
You're kind of like a zoo exhibit to her.
Yeah, like she's interested. She tries to be friendly, but like it comes off very like performative or uncomfortable a little bit, and it's like I don't feel like I feel like around you guys I feel like at home. I feel like normal, and then with her it feels like I'm another science experiment, the same way as I did with Jason or with any people at Blake Industries, things like that.
I'll probably steer clear of a lot of like the where are you from, the skin's supposed to be orange thing, but more into the like super interested about the rift and about everything there, and
Yeah,
about
that's
like
fair.
just really wants to know about that aspect of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like, what was it like though? Like, what was it really like though? You can tell me.
Yeah, like
Those creatures that came
honestly-
through, are they like your pets where you're from?
yeah, exactly. Like it completely misses. She's completely oblivious to like how she comes off, and it's like I don't feel like I can get mad because of that. Because if I do start getting annoyed, she's like, I'm just asking questions. Like I'm just curious. Like I'm just curious. Like
There's a big hole in the sky, and like you're
And-
from there, and I'm curious
and
about the
she
hole.
laughs too fucking much. She laughs at everything. Everything she says is kind of like she says things like she's telling a joke and then she laughs at her own joke and it's not a joke. It's not fucking funny and she needs to shut the fuck up.
Oh, Tracy.
Is this someone? Do you have
Oh,
a?
Tracy.
You're like this is
Yes.
a real person.
Yeah.
Yes.
We all have our Tracy's.
We all have our Tracys.
Yes. Okay, let's see. I have one locked and loaded. So Billy, let's see. I'm gonna alter this one a little bit. Who does Mr. Cahill, the chemistry teacher, seem? Oh, it was actually who does Craig, the drama teacher, seem to pay the most attention to, and why?
Do we all have drama? Like, is that just like, or I guess not. I guess I could just make
Yeah.
someone up.
I mean, we
But
all
does
have
anyone
drama.
in here have drama?
Yeah.
I'm in drama. I think it's an elective, like
Okay,
for our
drama's an
year
elective.
you could pick between drama, a movie class, painting, or like something else artsy.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay. This is so fun because this is what I had to do. I had to take a fine art, and I got to my senior year, but without taking a fine art, so I had to take theater for my fine art. Anyhow, I think would be more interesting for it to be Marrow, or I don't think it is though. Random name generator. I think there's someone in the drama class that kind of gets the majority of the attention and is always called up to give examples and do like, no, that's wrong. Sally, can you come up? But I don't think it's going to be Sally. Let's see. Generate a name. Ambiguous.
The sacrificial lamb, basically, of the drama class.
Yeah, but like it's very like it's very positive, but it's like they're constantly being asked to do stuff like,
star
can you
pupil.
demonstrate this? Can you show this? You're the star pupil, but it's like, wow, this whole class is kind of just this person being called up to do stuff. We'll call her Blair. I don't have a last name for Blair, but
Waldorf.
I think that
Knight.
Waldorf.
Knight.
Yeah,
No,
Knight. Okay, Blair Knight.
I would like
Blair
a
Waldorf
K.
is from Gossip Girl.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. I haven't watched it. I hear it's good though.
Michael, specifically Knight with a K, because that sounded waspy in my head.
Yeah, I think that the drama teacher spends the majority of the class talking to or about Blair, and it's sort of just like 50 minutes passes in a heartbeat, and it's a bad scene. We don't learn much in drama class.
She wasn't in the fall play because she had a small like she had a commercial thing that she was shooting.
Oh yeah, that's
She
what
makes
she was.
sure, she makes sure everyone knows about it too. Oh
Mhm.
yeah, I didn't audition for that because I had like a nationally booked commercial.
And the teacher over at his desk, like, yes, yeah, this is what happens when you follow the principles of what I've been teaching you.
Hey, Craig is vying so hard for a thank you on the Academy Award stage in like 15 years. It's like
Oh my
so hard.
god. Oh my god.
It's like, come on, one of you has to make it, and I'm putting my bets in on Blair.
I gave up on my dreams so I could live it out through some of you.
You're all trash. Blair's the one.
All right.
You're all horrible. Horrible.
Let's see here.
I love you all.
There's one.
I fire you all.
Okay, let's see here. Oh, I had one. Where did it go? Okay. Damn, I don't think this is the one I wanted, but we'll do this one. When you passed out at the last Rager, who do you think rooted through your pockets and stole your shit? What did they steal?
Oh gosh.
And I think that can go. Yeah, whoever, if you got a person in mind, go for it.
Who who was ballsy enough to root through Issa's pockets
And how badly did she break their wrists?
once she realized that maybe she doesn't know they stole from her. Was it trying to think. Was it Tyrone or no, is it Ty P. Morton? Do you remember who Ty is? I don't remember who Ty is.
Ty P. Morton flirted with Johnny.
It was just like a dude who I think was on the basketball team because we mostly interacted with dudes at the basketball team at the party. Because they were like, thank you for saving us from gammers. Anyway, what are you doing? Surely, Chris Angel is not going to break in here in about 15 minutes. Let's all party.
Yeah, so I think it was Ty. What did he steal? Her phone. Trying to think what else she had on her. A
you know what?
joint. What?
Can I pitch something?
What's up?
We had this terrible game that nobody liked to play in high school that was called Ninja for some reason. And it's when you would sneak up and take someone's backpack without them noticing. You would turn it inside out, and then you would take the empty backpack and throw it onto the roof of the nearest building. And
It's a complex game.
yeah, it was. Because it was mostly about sneaking up on people, but also because we were in cross country, everyone had their bags like all over the place all the time. And usually it wasn't too high up. It usually would, because it usually during sports, it would be on like the little, like, not announcer's booth, but like that little box right near the football stadium. You know what I mean? But I feel like that's maybe something that he would do to you, like just grabbing your gym bag.
Well,
like,
it's the last rager that we had, so obviously it's
Oh.
at a party.
Yeah, I wanna
So
see,
Issa
like,
wouldn't have her backpack on her.
something interesting that
I'm trying to think something obsidian like, but obscure enough to not really for him to really put the pieces together.
Night vision goggles.
No,
A knife.
no.
The
Her.
police scanner.
Oh my god, let me say my thing. The knuckle things that y'all bought her for her birthday.
Oh, what did it say on it? You might
It's like
remember?
Lechicona or something like that, like badass or something, or
Hell yeah.
Little dusters.
yeah, her knuckle dusters that were personalized.
No.
I think also those are super illegal in Philly. I know
I think
they
in
are in
most
New
places
York.
in America they are.
They're illegal. They're illegal 99% of places. You can carry a samurai sword around Texas. You cannot have knuckle dusters.
That seems unfair. You know
You,
what?
you can also have a
Wait a
bajillion
minute,
guns.
I can have a gun, but I can't have knuckle dusters. Is this
Mm.
the land of the free? Like,
Also,
geez,
you can have as many guns as you want. You can't have more than 6 dildos in Texas.
Never.
That's
Unfair.
illegal.
You might do something immoral with them.
what if you want their collector's editions?
I saw everything everywhere all at once. I know how dangerous a dildo can be.
You know what? I gotta retract my statement. Brass knuckles are legal in Texas as of September 1st, 2019.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Texas.
All right.
So progressive.
God.
Let's see here.
Kill them when they stole your knuckle dusters? Is that what happened? Or
Yeah. Apparently Issa passed out at a rager and they stole knuckle dusters.
The basketball
Ugh.
party had another party and they were like, this time Chris Angel's not coming in through the windows to ruin it.
yeah.
I'm trying to think of one. I'm reading the list right now. Okay, Johnny. I know Issa was the new kid, but she's not anymore. Who's the new kid? And what's the one thing you know about them?
Oh boy. Let's go name generator. Quick name. All right. The new kid is Ella Hancock. And I know that she sucks at basketball, but was brought in to play basketball.
Okay, hopefully we get to
Tragic.
explore that backstory later.
Somehow she got a scholarship for basketball, but I've known her, I know for her outside, just like in passing, and I know she sucks at basketball. So I'm not sure how she was like brought in specifically for basketball.
I would love if this was an elaborate con by our team to like hustle the other teams once we get to nationals. They're just like, yeah, she's here and she sucks. And then when we finally get to the finals, we're like, actually, she's great.
Like a pool hustler.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why we would need to do that kind of subterfuge on other basketball teams, but
Yeah, it seems kind of like it would only trick the people at our school, but
All right, just because this one made me laugh. Nessa. So there's this kid whose nickname is Blades. Yeah, I know, right? But literally everyone calls him that, even the teachers. How did he get the nickname to stick?
okay.
stick.
And I'm assuming I shouldn't add this onto someone else because obviously whoever, if Stephen Butler's name was Blades, his name would be Blades and not
Yeah.
Stephen Butler. Okay. What did Blades do? Well, I mean, obviously wore rollerblades everywhere and refused to take them off no matter what. And that includes prom and swim class. He's not allowed to swim.
It's like a minor character in a 1980s film.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
God,
but-
it remind me of the Disney show about rollerblading. What is
Yeah.
it? What was that called?
Blades is
Uh,
surprisingly
Rocket
popular.
Power?
Oh,
No, Disney. Ooh,
looking it up right now. Rink.
Rink.
Okay.
The real question is for all of you. One, do we have a hockey team? We talk a lot about basketball. Do we have a hockey team? And if we do, is Blades on it?
I'd say we do.
Okay, and also Blades is
and
on the.
Yeah, he's on the hockey team.
Yeah, I think Blades is on the hockey team, and he was like, "I want my name to be Blades, but on a hockey team, there's no way that's going to be your fucking nickname. So I have to make this my nickname everywhere else, and then it will come into hockey."
And what's Blade's real name?
Hold on one second. Do we have an Alex yet?
I do not think so.
Okay. What about Alex Koenig?
How do you spell that last name?
Hang on a second.
Koenig.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. That seems right.
All right.
There's a street over here named Koenig, so that's why I know how to spell
Wasn't, isn't it one of the guys from Star Trek? His last name is Koenig, isn't it?
Oh,
It's named after my
Yeah,
English
it's,
high school teacher.
I'm not
the
a
guy that
nerd,
plays-
Michael.
The
God.
guy that played Chekhov originally, Walter Koenig.
Okay.
Mm.
Oh,
All right.
Walter Koenig.
So we've got these set up. Do we want to take about like a 10-minute bio break and then come back and go ahead and start?
Hell yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I've drank a lot, so it's time.
Oh,
All right.
oh yeah.
Sounds good.
Right.
I will give us about 10, and we'll be back after a bit. All right, and we are back. So, um, since Jason Blake got himself arrested, we've had some time pass. I think Nessa, you said you had something you wanted to have a scene first.
Oh, yeah. So it's the news. Let's assume modern day and let's just cut in because usually I do these long recaps of what happened last time, but since we're going to do the time skip, let's condense all that.
Okay.
Um, Hi, I'm Diana Duncan reporting for 6 Action News. This weekend, Jason Blake, CEO of Blake Industries, was indicted after a harrowing experience last year. More at 11 if you don't remember, but it all started with an anonymous whistleblower revealing several wrongdoings of the Blake Corporation. Sorry. That led to an embarrassing situation on Chuck Carlson's show when a caller called in asking about Sunyan, a missing employee who's yet to be found. And then all culminating in on wildfires, on the Hero Wildfires TikTok, where a former Blake Industries employee confessed that not only was the CEO employing supervillains, but that he was employing them to hunt known superhero team, the Elementals. More at 11. In entertainment news, oh no, wait, never mind. Cutting it there. Sorry, the entertainment news bit was based off of if it was like the day after, but this is modern day.
What was her name again?
Diana Duncan.
All right, there's now a 6 Action News in the media tab. So we had some time pass. So essentially, first semester there was a good amount of time things had to go remote, and because part of the building got destroyed more than once. Over the course of a really turbulent semester, there was problems with supervillains. Like stuff happened there that had not happened previously. Over the winter, how did everybody here everybody's characters spend their sort of winter break? Let's start with Marrow. For her, what was winter break like?
I think a lot of training, but like considering how fucking busy we've been lately, it was kind of like relaxing. Yeah. Do I still have my job at Sugar Shack?
Oh, you actually probably need to make a roll for because time has passed.
Oh yeah. Let's see how those are hanging up.
Get fired check.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm gonna be fired. God, what stat was that even?
Oh,
I think
wow.
it was mundane. Okay, could be. Oh, thank God, my mundane is still good. Oh, God bless you, old Nessa. Okay, so that's a 6 with my +2 mundane. Barely holding it together.
Secret identity. All right, yeah. So with the if I think I forgot to bold the ones that mattered for your character. If you want to, for under secret identity, you can kind of get that in there. So the 6.
Oh, never mind. Still a failure.
Yep. So the biggest thing you had, I think, was in the time that you have kind of been going through. What was your sibling's name again?
Maeve.
Maeve has sort of kind of fallen in with some people you're maybe not too fond of.
No.
With all the things that have been happening, with being remote, your own being kind of wrapped up in things, Maeve has sort of kind of gone her own way and been a bit of a problem there with the home aspect of it. And your job has you currently, which place are you working at again? The Snack Shack?
Sugar Shack.
So the Sugar Shack right now has you on like a probation. If you miss any more, you'll be fired.
Okay, yeah, so I probably was training and just like failing at my job and Maeve in general.
Mm-hmm. A lot of stuff happened. So
a lot of stuff happened.
How did everyone else spend that break?
How long was it again? Just a
This
couple weeks.
basically like between Thanksgiving and beginning of the new semester.
Oh, that's a big break. I think because they know Issa and Rosalina are gonna be living together,
Mhm.
they made them move into like a 2-bedroom instead of like the Issa studio.
I mean, makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. What about Johnny, Zaylin, and then Billy?
I think Zaylin just spent the break in the apartment and just kind of chilled and watched movies. I think that they went on a couple nice little dates to the zoo and everything. It was cute. Very cute. And I think that Zaylin attempted to buy Johnny a Christmas gift, but they didn't know what he would like. So it ended up being something like almost like a white elephant, like a gag gift. So like I don't know.
Like flavored deodorant or something.
Something like they were like something flame related. Like know what they got him? Because they're getting into anime. They got him one of the little flame critters from what
Howl's
is it?
Moving Castle.
Yes, one of the like a little flame figurine. Like it's you. Like look, it's you.
Yeah.
Little Calcifer.
Yeah.
Please
I
tell me
think-
it's like a squishmallow.
Yeah, it's a plushie.
No, like a squishmallow. Like that's that kind of
Yeah.
squishy.
Got beads in it.
Yes.
So squish.
I think Johnny basically did the same thing, except this is probably Zaylin's first Christmas. Like,
Mhm.
so I think he went way overboard. Like you could see his house or his apartment from space, like a full array of like he went like nuts to make sure
Aw.
Zaylin had a very good Christmas / holidays. He even like put on the card, like, I don't know what you celebrate, so happy everything.
So what do we call them? The Vishurians. The Vishurians don't. They have the holiday when the rift open. Like we decide what month the rift open.
I believe it's on the thing somewhere.
It's there
Okay, fine.
somewhere, yeah.
Yeah,
See,
but
it
they
felt
don't.
summery, I think.
Yeah, they don't celebrate like Christmas. But they do celebrate like the rift opening. But for me, it's very bittersweet.
Okay.
But plus, Vishurians aren't like Jehovah's Witnesses. Like you're allowed to,
Yeah, exactly.
celebrate Christmas in a American commercial
Let me
Yeah.
add that
sort
to
of
my
way.
notes. Vishurians aren't like Jehovah's Witnesses.
Well, as far
No,
as we
they're
know.
actually friendly.
Yes,
They've
they
let
don't-
us use their church a lot.
They do.
Brigida's a real one.
Yeah, it was 1998, but we have not set up an actual time yet.
Let's say July 1998.
Okay.
That works.
Somewhere in the city.
And
Mhm.
Yeah.
yeah, and then what's Billy's break been like?
So if I think Billy is there like campus housing? Like is there housing around the school, or how does that work out? It's just like you just stay in an apartment nearby, or
Well, there's not. Most people are here from there, but are you someone who's basically like not exchange student, but like a what do they call it when you go to like a private
Transfer?
school? Not a transfer, like
Boarding school?
yeah. Are you sort of like
Boarding,
a boarding school element?
A border.
well,
Or
I
is
guess
your- or
my
is your
question
family
would be: is Chuck in Philly? Is Chuck based
Yeah,
out of Philly?
Chuck's in Philly.
I mean, he's
Okay.
like in that like kind of suburby area, but he's around.
I wish that I had a Philly expert here because I would like to like name like the worst part of Philly for him to be from, but not like I mean like the worst as in like God, everybody hates them. But I don't have that knowledge, so I'll just say that I think Billy is getting his. I think Billy's like trying to get his own apartment in the city, like instead of like living with his mom. and I think that he has like found like a little like shoebox apartment that he's been moving into over the break.
Oh my god, did he take
like
over Issa's little studio apartment?
Is that a really shitty studio?
Oh,
That would be lovely.
Here.
so
Someone
we
made
just-
a map of Philly's jerks.
Oh, Philly jerk map.
Wait, what?
I don't think we can say that on Twitch.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
Here it is without having to do the thing. There is a asshole's guide to Philly, with a wonderful map. Oh my god! Soon to be Monty Yonkers, Yuppie Colonization, Secret Halal Truck Warehouse, Tish Rejects,
Oof.
Wheelies on Dirt
Damn.
Bikes, Drive Like It's Mario Kart, White Flight. Honestly, that's most of the Northeast.
Your heroin comes from here.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Brown pigs and sweatpants.
Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. He's probably from around the priced out hipsters region of Philly.
Okay.
I don't know what that equates to.
I do not either.
Yeah, no, but anyway, I think I like that he's taking over Issa's little like. Is it shitty? Your apartment was shitty?
It was like a little studio. Like it was
Okay.
it's on the map that we made. We had a Philly map
Oh yeah.
somewhere.
I'll have to pull that up.
Yeah. So it was just a little studio apartment that was not the greatest area, but not the best, not the baddest area either.
You
Okay.
can make it a home with some elbow grease.
Yeah,
Okay,
I think she put up like a so I don't think they met really, but other than like passing off the keys. Or maybe like maybe y'all didn't even she's like, I left the keys in like the mailbox, whatever, like, you know, and just like transfer
Okay.
the lease over to you.
Oh, okay. So I'm sub.
You're
You
subleasing.
transferred the lease to me. Yeah.
she's like,
okay, that's great.
hey, can't be here anymore. Who needs his apartment and wants to pay for like
Yeah. Billy probably put like apartment wanted signs on like the school bulletin board, just like, hey, I'm looking for a place. Roommate's okay. No pets. Yeah. So he's taking over that apartment.
Okay.
I think most of his breaks just been moving in.
The day before you get
home
in,
of the Swiss cheese pervert.
Is that part of the
Okay.
Philly you don't
That's
want
on
to be
the map.
from?
there's a whole Reddit thread that goes along with it. Like,
Good for that pervert.
all right. So the night before, there's a Chuck Carlson segment. School's about to start. Our students, the people your children, the people we care about most, and who are under attack from people you might not expect. They call themselves superheroes, but the thing that I've noticed is these superheroes seem to destroy the school in Philadelphia multiple times over the first half of the school year. Took an innocent businessman who created jobs and put him in jail on probably specious charges. Do you feel comfortable and safe with your children going to school with so-called superheroes? Let's call them what they are. Dangerous people who are walking in your schools right now. Chuck Carlson, tonight we're going to talk about superheroes and schools. Because I think it's time you knew the truth.
God, I hate him.
Ooh,
Fuck that guy.
God, I hate that guy.
Next morning, people are kind of piling in. There's a whole thing where like you go up and you grab what your schedule is for the current, because it changes sometimes for depending on what people have. And like Billy, while you're kind of going through, Miss Eileen Keegan goes, Billy.
Yeah. What's up?
D&D Club. You part of the campaign this semester?
Oh, right, the campaign. Yeah, I'm actually I'm kind of in like a transitional phase. I've got like some stuff going on. I've got a lot of fires and a lot of pots in those fires. So like Do we have a session today? Is that today?
Not today, but we have a session coming up next. We start next week. But Billy, I see how you come alive with it. I know what's your character's name.
My character's name is actually Grizzed Gurdon. I've been working on him. Like, I was working on him with like in the previous campaign and like kind of building him up, and I think it's actually going to be really cool. So I'm excited, and I'm going to be there for some sessions.
All right,
For definitely.
we really like having you, Billy. We're hoping to see you.
Yeah. No, I'll be around. Yeah, thanks.
All right.
And then Billy turns a corner and is gone.
And while some of this is going on too, we've also got. So at this point, are Johnny and Zaylen? Are you sort of like that couple that sticks by each other as you come into the gym to go to the place to grab your stuff?
I think we're not like. I think it's kind of like common knowledge, like they're together, but we don't like show it off. I think if anyone was just like take a passing glance, like, oh, they're friends, but I don't think it's like it's not that couple. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't think we're like the PDA couple. Like,
No.
Like, if you know, but most people be like, are they a thing? Aren't they? Like, what's the deal with those two?
I hear they live together.
Oh, wait, are you two living together?
Mhm.
Yeah.
We're teens. There's only
Yeah,
so
so-
many apartments we can have.
Yeah. So Johnny is as you're kind of coming through, kind of going to get your stuff. Sandra, just sort of like big eyes. Hey, Johnny.
Hi, Sandra. How are you?
Good.
How are you? How was your break?
No, it was really good. Had a really kind of good time. It's really nice. I missed seeing, I and then from behind, kind of the Jack kind of comes up and just like, hey Sandra, and then kind of does one of those like arms sort of around her shoulder, but she like when that happens, she just kind of curls in a little bit, like oh god, and he just kind of looks and goes, hey Johnny, aren't you with the alien chick? You see Sandra wilt a little bit.
Currently I'm right here, but if you mean like together, yeah, but what's up?
No, just and then Sandra kind of like extricates herself from that armor around him and just no, just just saw some stuff on the news we don't usually see with people we go to school with.
Oh, let me guess. You listen to Chuck Carlson?
And he does. He kind of does a thing, and like the red cap that he's wearing suddenly kind of glares into. I had a I'll tell you off the thing. Just kind of like you sort of just see that and goes. Every night, that man's got a. You should hear his radio podcast. You come up quite a bit.
Oh God, the podcast.
Hey, keep my popularity up. I just kind of like tap his shoulder as I walk past him.
I wish Johnny didn't flagrantly break the dress code because I feel like he could be like, this is against the dress code. I feel like the school does not enforce dress code actually. 'Cause it is kind of I did base it off of a Quaker school. I feel like they're not like
all of the background characters have got like the same one, so you don't necessarily notice throughout there. But like the main characters have different ones.
Yeah,
crazy.
we're different. We're allowed.
Yeah, and also as you're kind of getting to, Tracy Alexander would be getting her her thing at the A's, which is on the whole other side from the X's. As a matter of fact, you are one of the very few, like the table that's got like XYZ on it. They do not have a whole lot of student things there. And she just makes her way there and goes, Zaylen. So like, I went to one of the Fishurian like Christmas things. It was so fascinating.
The Australians don't really celebrate Christmas.
Well, they had a thing about it. Like, it was just, I mean, it was one of the regular things, but they did discuss it a little bit. And it was really interesting. I didn't see you there, though. I thought, do you ever go there?
I have been asked not to go back for a bit.
Oh,
It's complicated.
oh, that's,
I-
that's like an entire religion doesn't like. That's incredible. That's awesome.
Yeah. I gotta go to class. I'm like looking for Nelly for Johnny. I'm like, I gotta go to class.
Oh, hey, she kind of looked at the, hey, what class you got?
Just praying like,
Chemistry.
And she's trying to do that, like Johnny, you kind of see Tracy as you walk away, kind of doing that thing where she's like, oh, what class do you have? And you see Zaylin trying to make eye contact.
I just slowly walk up. Hey Tracy. Hey Zaylen, we gotta get to class. Hey, it was good seeing you. Let's go.
Okay, thank you. Bye. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
What'd she say to you this time?
She wanted to ask why I wasn't going to the Fisurian church anymore.
How does she know you're not going to the church?
She went there at Christmas.
Why?
This is the second time she's did this. She asked me she asked about the rift last week, and like I don't know what to tell her. Like, really traumatic experience happened up there. Don't really want to talk about it.
Yeah, you don't worry about her. Just ignore her. What class do you have first?
Chemistry.
I get English. I'll see you after.
Okay. Oh, can we make spaghetti tonight?
Sure. Absolutely.
Okay. Awesome.
oh, John, I bet Johnny has food in his house now.
Camera kind of pans through, and we see Issa and Rosalina. And Rosalina is just like, put me in like a drama class.
Yeah, you probably need it.
What?
You're
What?
dramatic. You'll fit right in.
First of all, how dare you? Second of all, do you think I could be an actor?
First of all, I'm right.
So you're in the line, and like there's like a teacher, probably 10 feet, kind of up there. So while you're talking, this like a freshman kind of comes up and goes, "Hey, I heard you're who I buy from."
I think Issa like gives like a side eye to Rosalina and then looks at the kid and she's like, beat a punk.
Just kind of gives a look, and she goes, "Not now," to the kid. "Not now."
Yeah.
So the kid kind of goes, and she goes,
Really?
"How are they that fucking stupid? How are they?"
I think
that
this is where she
stupid?"
switches to Spanish now, like
Mhm.
and starts like bitching her out, like, you dumb hoe. I told you not to be so open with your product.
No, she's like, "I'm not open with my product. They're freshmen and don't know what the fuck they're doing. That's supposed to be kept on the down low and not at the school. They know that.
Make them learn the hard way.
I don't want the hard way. I don't want to get arrested for it.
No, I said make them learn the hard way, not you.
Yeah, I know, but if they learn the hard way, they could screw up and I can get in trouble."
Yeah.
She just kind of looks
Like,
around and
whoa,
goes,
like our parents are gonna get so mad at us.
"Yeah, fucking." I mean, our parents, most of them are rich kids, though. There's a good amount of sort of rich there.
I'm saying our parents because of the line that our parents are in.
Yep. Oh no, yeah, there's that too. Yeah, she walks around. She's like, "Yeah, because our parents that would know how to handle, but these." She kind of just looks around and goes, "I don't need some trust fund kid getting all parents all pissed off that I got some weed for their kid."
Do you think there's the trust fund parents care about these kids?
It's more if they get in trouble. That's a problem. They got an image to
They
uphold.
pay everything off.
I don't want it to just roll down on me though.
Yeah, you're fine. God, what is taking so long for this line?
And you kind of like take a couple steps forward. When the first classes start, we'll say, Billy. First class. So we need the first class either with Johnny or Zaylin. Who might you have your first
Oh,
class
yeah.
with?
So probably with Johnny.
Okay. And we usually go. We got what, about half hour, 40 minutes for folks. We usually go to about 9:30. Okay, we
Yeah.
started a bit late, so we'll kind of pop into this sort of quick. So as you are, as you're in the first time, even though it's like you just had a semester, there's still kind of a getting to know you thing, and it's they're kind of taking it easy, getting back into second semester instead of like going whole hog like I'll be doing in a couple days. So, sorry, let me pull this up. As you're sort of in there in class, and they're going through, and we'll say, Billy, are you near Johnny, or are you a little bit further away?
Does Johnny sit in the back of the class?
Yes.
Yeah, I would
Okay,
say yes.
Then
'cause
I'm probably
yeah.
right next to you
Okay.
if we're in the back.
Yeah.
Johnny, remember this English teacher. If you have the same one, remember she hates you so much.
Mrs. Bingham does not like Johnny, so he always sits in the back corner.
Yeah, as you're sitting there in Miss Bingham's class, we'll say, Billy, you notice it first. There's a guy kind of like the football field you can kind of see out from there, and we'll also say, fuck, we'll do the thing. All of you are essentially on the same side of the school. Like you're in the same sort of wing of the school. You're in some different classrooms. So we'll say, everyone else notices maybe but Johnny at first. You see a guy kind of fly by the football field. He is wearing what looks to be like they say, like almost like armored leathers and such. And it comes in and it is festooned with the flag kind of all throughout it, and there's like a bunch of he's got like looks like some high-tech weapons and such on him, and like the faceplate is sort of like one of those like almost like a hockey thing, but it's got like the flag kind of all over it, and you see even like a thin blue line thing on it as he's just kind of like and the thing is like he's doing like short bursts as he's sort of looking, and Billy, you kind of see that he seems to like is just kind of hitting a few of these, and then seems to focus in on the room that you're in.
Oh, okay. So let me just clarify one thing. Is he like hopping or is he flying?
It's kind of flying and like short, but it doesn't keep him up
Okay.
for. It's almost like those video game things where you can kind of fly for a bit.
Yeah, he's
But
got
then
like
you
a
go
little
down- yeah.
float.
Like his thing does not let him fly like out and out, but it would let him go like kind of over buildings and like over like maneuver.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, with that, I think I'm gonna raise my hand and be like, hey, Miss Bingham, can I be excused?
Yeah, go quick, Billy.
Yeah.
There's stuff you need to know for class. Go quick.
Yeah, got it. Thanks. And I'm going to like run out of the classroom, and then even as the door is closing, you see there's like a spark of like vertical lights as I teleport out that window
Mhm.
that I was so towards the guy.
Okay, it's like you sort of do you have like a superhero type thing or super thing you kind of put on?
I think he just since he already has his jacket on, he really just kind of like puts on sunglasses and pulls his hood up.
Mhm.
And then he probably like inverts his jacket so that you don't see like the same logo on it. And I think it's the jacket that I'm wearing now, so he'll just put that on.
Okay.
And it's got like I'm not going to turn around because of
Yeah.
my setup right now, but it's got like Medusa did nothing wrong on the back. Yeah, so he's going to teleport out there with raising his hood. But like if Johnny was looking out the door, he would have seen like the lights show as he teleported.
Yeah, Johnny. You like other people don't necessarily watch, but you kind of see the light show because like you're kind of far enough back that you can see a little further down the hall.
I kind of see the lights and I'm just like, that's new.
So where are you appearing outside of the school?
I'm trying to appear behind that guy. Like
Right.
he's hopping, like it looks like his attention was turning towards the school, right? And he was out like on a field.
The football
I'm
field.
trying.
It looks like and like when you kind of you appear behind, and he's looking straight up, and he's just like tapping something into a thing here, and it looks like he's getting ready to spring towards out the window. The rest of you see another fucking teleporter appears. All the problems you've had with teleporters. You see another fucking teleporter appears kind of out behind this guy.
Do I notice the guy outside yet?
We'll say about this time, you kind of like you see that you look the only other place where to look, and you see this guy kind of, and as he's sort of like you see from Billy, you can kind of see behind there is more of like a rocket thing that looks like it's probably more sustained flight, as he's probably about to head up that way. What is everyone before we go? Billy does. What is everyone else doing when you see this stuff happening out there?
I think Johnny in his normal motif just kind of stands up, walks over to the window as like he ignites, so his normal clothes melt away while his uniform's there.
Just take them off.
He just flings the window open.
I think
as
Isis had
Mrs.
this argument with him.
Mr.
so many times.
Styles! Mr. Styles!
Villain.
Okay, and what about everybody else?
We need to buy make his uniform boy clothes so he just stops burning them off.
Yeah. And very quickly, like when other people notice, like other people start rushing towards the window to take a look. Like this will happen most of those other classes. What are the rest of you doing?
I think Issa has first period gym. And maybe she's running laps outside when she sees this happening. And it's like trips and falls, and she's like, "Oh, I need to get a band-aid, my knees cut up." And it makes that excuse to like the coaches let her like go back inside so she can grab her shit. And
All right, get your stuff.
so she'll go into she'll run into the locker room and quickly like slap on her gear, and like she actually has that teleportation button still if that still works. And just slaps it to like as soon as she pulls her goggles down, she slaps it.
Okay, yeah, so you rush in to get that. What about Maro and Zaylin?
I think Zalen's sitting in class trying to pay attention, and they notice the light. And is there any sounds coming from outside at all?
Not that. Well, you probably wouldn't notice the light because the light was, or rather, Ibrahim does Billy the light appear when you like where you teleport to, or just where you teleport from? Would there have been a light when you appeared out there, or is that only where you?
Oh yeah,
from?
no, it's like it looks like the transporter, like the transporter from Star Trek. It's like those vertical lights appear,
Gotcha.
and he just disappears into them and reappears back out of them.
All right.
Oh, we're a light family too. So that really, because your grandmother would have is like flame based.
Oh, I actually didn't know that. I didn't know what her powers were.
Well, I mean,
That's
she's kind of flame based, but like more like a kind of a Starfire situation a little bit.
Yeah, so it's the color of whatever hers are.
Hey,
I see the transporter beam outside the window. And I'm like, I think I text Johnny. I'm like, did you see that?
It's probably about the time you see Johnny like flying out the window.
Okay.
I think as you send the text, you just kind of see the flames of him
Gotcha.
start
I think
to
I raised my
fly.
hand.
Yes.
I should go. I
And
point to the window.
Just look at, oh, not again.
it's the first day.
Yeah. Do you head out?
Is that okay? Can I go?
Yeah, please, just don't get in the building again.
Thank you. And I literally I crawl the window and I like jump out the window. And I'm just like I jump through the window, jump off onto the roof, jump down to the ground, just start running.
All right,
We
Maro?
we just rebuilt the auditorium. I think with a 6, I'm actually not doing so hot. I'm running late today, and I had to go to the principal's office to pick up my schedule because I missed that first period, and then I got kind of, gently reamed out, like but the it's the first day, like, are you okay? I'm really disappointed. that you would do, one of those.
Is this how you want to start off? Remember,
Yeah.
the way we begin is the way we end.
I'll keep that in mind, ma'am. And so I think by the time that this is all happening, I'm like kind of like running up the stairs to get to class, and then I see all this shit going on outside.
Yeah, through like
I'm
one of the
just
windows and just
yeah.
like,
yeah, I'm like, what's 30 more minutes?
all right, Billy, what do you do? This guy hasn't noticed you yet. At this point, like Johnny's probably just sort of started to notice it when you're back there. When Johnny kind of comes to it, you'll see him. It looks like he's about to blast his way like a rocket that way.
Okay. I would like to my first roll. I'd like to assess the situation.
All right.
All right. I think Billy's just gonna like look at his whole deal
Mhm.
and be like, all right, let me buy some time. And he's gonna be like, hey, fuckface, what do you call yourself? American Dream?
Just kind of just sort of his moment just sort of turns and goes. Go ahead, make your roll with your plus
Yeah.
superior.
Yeah. Buddy. Okay.
You got a photo for this guy?
I do not have one. This guy, if they could create like a MAGA militiaman superhero or supervillain,
Oh no!
This is the
oh
guy.
no!
Mm.
Oh no!
Oh yeah,
That
Yeah.
is that's a 9.
yeah. When you
Alright,
when you were
you can ask
describing him,
one.
I was
Okay. So I think because I've got criminal mind, I'm going to ask, how can I best infuriate or provoke this person?
This guy is head to toe fucking America. Everything about him screams that sort of militiaman, which you're going to find out in a moment is what he calls himself, but that sort of like Gravy Seals, thinks they're sort of a badass. Maybe doesn't have maybe he's moving and maybe he has some military training or something, or at least something along those lines. But this is someone who any kind of insult to America or God or something like that is gonna immediately get them absolutely like incensed and infuriated.
Beautiful. So this is a football field. There's a flagpole, presumably.
Mhm.
I have the ability to make illusions. I would like to set the flag on fire.
Just like you said, you set the
Yeah.
thing on fire. And he just kind of like looks, goes, "The fuck you doing?" And just and as he's like he starts like he's like springs towards you, like kind of full out. You see like the rocket on his back as he just. And the rest of you see him. This is the rest of you kind of coming out. Hits you, and then it just kind of like along the ground itself. Go ahead and take a condition.
Yep. Okay.
Goes, you know that's illegal unless it's this proper ceremony. He says as he's festooned with flags all over him.
Probably afraid if I just got charged down by this guy.
Mhm.
got a rocket strapped to his back.
Yeah, I was like, I think internally Billy's just like, oh shit, I probably should have teleported before I did that. Oh fuck, oh no, don't piss off Rocket Man. Bad idea.
I feel like Rocket Man would be a good name for him, because then you'd be like the Elton John song, and he'd be like, no.
All right. I have a feeling.
You think I'm some kind of gay?
Yeah, I have a feeling on these. Probably, Issa, you said you just teleported straight out to the field.
Yeah, or onto the roof. Oh,
That was Issa.
sorry. Which one are?
Oh, I was saying probably Issa. You said you teleported. Was it on the field or onto the roof?
I think just to get a better view onto the roof.
Okay.
And yeah, so she hits the button that she kept. Who knows how much longer it's going to keep working, because she doesn't know how to like fix the tech. Do I need a roll, or is that because my tech thing, or
What is your? Do you remember what your move says on there? That's pick up new gear. Whenever you pick up a new piece of gear, write it down. New ability, you're always picking up new gear to keep yourself in the game. Yeah, so I would say, what are you doing with it? I guess is the important thing.
I'm just trying to teleport onto the roof. So
Oh yeah, that won't be a problem.
I'm envisioning the roof as like I'm like, all right, come on, roof.
Yeah, that
Let's
will
go.
that will not be a problem. As you come up there,
Yeah.
you see Johnny. I think Zaylen also is going out the windows.
Mhm.
And then Marrow, are you spidering out from like one of the stairwell windows?
Yeah, I'd say so. Like everyone's probably like third or fourth, and I'm like on the second.
Yep.
How far is Dude Bro from us?
They're about halfway through the field now, as he's been kind of skipping Billy on the thing.
I'm gonna run and try to jump as far as I can and like try to like land on MAGA hat. I don't know, fuckface.
Okay.
And like try to like drive him into the ground.
All right. Sounds like you're going to directly engage. Go ahead and make a roll.
Oh no, I cleaned my desk and I
With
don't have my dice on my desk.
Yeah. If you want, there is a dice roller on your character sheet.
You think I trust dice rollers?
Yeah, but you don't have to use those. You've also got your others, your actual dice.
I
Yeah,
have
so-
my wildfire dice.
Nice. And so at this point,
Mhm.
Billy, it's just like you hit a few times as he's kind of like
yeah.
going
Ow!
through.
Ow! Oh, damn it! Fuck.
I don't know where they are, so I just found these 2d6.
Okay.
6, 7, 8, 9. And then what was it plus? Am I using
Plus danger.
plus danger? So that would be a 12.
All right. Describe what that looks like,
Yeah, I think
and then picture
she's
two.
good. Yeah, she's running and like parkouring over the
Mhm.
things. And as soon as she gets to the ledge of like the last one, she just uses all her energy to like jump off and burst.
Mhm.
Flips and does like one of those like heel drives into the back of what was his name? MAGA hat?
Militia man.
Militiaman, right into his like rocket thruster things on his back and just pushes him down, like just like sort of like jump stomps him down into the ground.
Okay.
And then as they're landing, she rolls
Yeah.
and
As,
does like a 3-point stance as she like gets to a stop.
yeah. As you jump stop. Yeah. Not red cap. As you jump stop him down, as he sort of hits, and then tries to sort of roll, and then you hear like a beep 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 coming from his
Oh no.
from his thing, and you get to choose two. By the way, what do you choose for
Yes.
your directly engage?
Oh yes, I was pulling things up so I could read the thing because it's been a hot second. I'm going to resist and avoid their blows,
Mhm.
and I'm going to create an opportunity for my ally.
Okay. So he'll do his condition move that he gets to do kind of as it hits. He goes, toot, 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 and you manage to kind of like get off as he tries to like a few sort of fires, but then there's just like these explosions kind of pop out from around him, which does like right now a shit ton of damage to the field. And at this point, you've kind of come close enough that it actually hits the bleachers as well.
And just think she was just running out here a second ago doing laps.
Yeah. Those things. We'll pretend you're probably at a different, like a cross country track. It's one of this is a rich enough school, maybe it has multiple.
Oh, different tracks.
Yeah. So as you as it hits it, it does a and you can actually see the structure is in some bad way when it comes to the structure is in a bad way when it comes to what's going on with the bleachers right now from the damage. And you've created an opportunity. Who's taking advantage of that?
This is gonna be. Do you guys mind if I pop in with my classic Marrow? What's going on here, guys? Kind of.
Sure. Go ahead.
All right. Marrow is gonna spider her way down and kind of land next to him and be like, "Sir, I'm sorry to bother you, but may I ask what you're doing with explosives on a school premises? This is a private property."
I'm protecting these children from people like you.
People like me. Now, what does that mean? And Michael, can I roll to? Do you think this would be like kind of like a pierce the mask moment? Because I'm trying to suss out like,
I think
is this
so.
guy actually crazy, or
Yeah.
is this like a stunt,
Roll,
or like?
roll plus mundane.
Oh, thank God, my mundane's still good. Okay, I'm using my maximum fun dice. Do not fuck me, dice. No,
Hey, fuck you.
they fuck me every time. Why do I use these? Okay, that's a 4.
Yeah, she was protect her from
Oh.
people like you. I got kids going to this school, and then just, and then fires like a bunch of rounds come off of these like small rocket things that strike you and they kind of send you flying. Go ahead and mark a condition.
I don't think you and your children are not estranged. All right, time to mark a condition.
I've never met a more divorced man in my life.
do you yell that?
I mean,
I think I yell that from the ground, or like I mutter that from the ground. I've never
Okay.
met a more divorced man in my life.
I sit there looking at he's seeing like both Zaylin and Johnny kind of come and goes, if all of you are here, I can take you all down. And it just kind of like rises up a little bit in the air and goes, I'm the militiaman and I'm gonna save them.
All right.
oh no,
Um,
I'm hurt but also embarrassed.
Please stop laughing at me. We're gonna
I think
hurt
Issa's
you.
still in a 3-point stance, like on the ground, and she's standing up, and she's just like, been
I
over.
gave you American Dream for free. That was free, man.
Can
Also,
I use
I'm taking insecure, by the way.
can I use my adult move, wield your powers?
Mhm.
Neutralize an opponent or threat, at least for now, is the option I'm going for if I can actually hit this. So plus freak, that's +2. That is an 8. So I choose 1. Neutralize an opponent or threat, at least for now. Can we say that I controlled my flames to ignite the rockets on his back?
And he goes like spinning off and flying like kind of far away from the school as he just
Well,
Zaylin,
that's
he's actually passing by a bit where you're at. Are you gonna try to do anything while he
Yeah.
overhead?
Where is he heading toward?
Basically he's probably gonna be heading like deeper into like the business district kind of around this.
All right. Can I stop him by using shielding?
You can try, yeah.
Or-
I do your Nova.
Let me roll for my charges. It's my roll plus my conditions, right? But I don't have any conditions.
Yeah.
That's a 6. That's not great. That's not great.
Take 3 conditions, and then I think you take like
1
2
burn or 2 burns.
A few burns. Let me pull it up real quick. Meow. On a miss, hold 2 burn and mark 3 conditions.
All right.
And you were probably getting your burn up as you rushed out.
Okay.
So-
So with shielding, I can you call up a fast protective field to stop danger. Spend 1 burn to defend someone else from immediate threat. I just want to like stop.
Well, yeah,
him. So I
basically
literally just,
stop
like,
him from where. Yeah, roll
Yeah,
plus
like-
your freak.
Okay. Oh, that's a good one. My freak is a +2. That is a 13.
And what does it look like when you've got him in the shield?
It's like it's like an energy field. Like you think of like said Violet in the Incredibles. Like it's like purple energy whips basically that like wrap around him.
Can you see through it, or is it opaque?
You can see through it.
Okay. Yeah. And you can kind of feel like some of the like as these like guns and other stuff like these beams and stuff sort of fire, and it's just like hitting the edges of it, but it's not actually sort of breaking the thing. And right now you've all got him kind of stuck.
I think at this point I call the detective.
Oh, I was just gonna drop him off at her office.
I lower him very carefully to the ground with a very not so gentle thump, like thump
Mhm.
right in his tailbone.
So it won't keep
I
him
was
there.
gonna-
The thing is, it won't keep him there forever. But you currently do have him for at least a short time. Like,
Yeah.
Do you me go take him to the police office station?
Please do.
I have a thing real quick if I can.
Oh. Yeah.
Can I create? I want to create an illusion of Chuck Carlson.
Okay.
And I want to create like a Chuck Carlson that's going to walk up to him. I'm careful to create Chuck outside of his view and like have this Chuck Carlson figure walk onto the field and like have like a microphone in hand and a camera. Like
Oh my god.
probably not a camera person behind him, but just a microphone in hand, and just be like, "Hey, militia man," or what? What does Chuck sound like?
Hey, it's kind of like Tucker Carlson, a little bit. He always does things like this. I don't know what it
Mhm.
could be. I'm wide-eyed.
Yeah, I
and
think-
confused.
I think Chuck is gonna walk up to him and be like, "Hey, so listen, this is not the right way to go about things. You can't just go to a school where the kids are and threaten the school. Right now, you're acting like one of them terrorists. And I need you to just really think about your actions." And I'm going to are you watching closely? I'm gonna roll. Let's God, please be good. Let me actually roll these digital. Let's try it. 2d6. That's a 2 and a 6, and then that adds. So that's 8 plus my superior, which is a 3. So 11. On a 10 plus, I get to choose 3. When you mislead, distract, or trick someone, roll plus 2 superior. On a hit, they are fooled, at least for a moment. On a 10 plus, choose 3. I would like to confuse the militiaman. I would like to avoid further entanglement.
Mhm.
And I would like to expose a weakness or flaw. That might be an emotional flaw. I don't know.
Oh no! But it's just a, sorry, Chuck. I just wanted my kid to be proud of me. With the divorce, she's gonna have to choose one of us, and the divorce proceedings are coming up, and she knew I was keeping her safe. It kind of takes off the mask, and he's just like crying on the field. I don't know what happened, Chuck. I was listening to you, Chuck.
I think Issa's like physically repulsed by all of
Yeah.
this. And she's just like, "You want me to take him now?"
I already texted the detective.
Chuck's
It's
going
easier
to
for-
turn to an imaginary camera real quick and just be like, "Well, you've heard it here first, folks. This is the story of a father who just wanted to see his kids. I'm Chuck Carlson." And then poof away, I guess.
Oh wait, can we all see the Chuck Carlson, or is it like just
Oh.
he can see it?
I'm assuming.
Oh, this is a
everybody
full illusion.
Yeah.
Oh,
this is a
okay, we
full-
can all
yeah.
see it. Okay,
This guy's on the field.
I'm
like,
uncomfortable. Wait,
What the hell was that? What the hell?
Also, is Jester wearing any disguise, or is he just him?
Jester has his hood up, and he's got like his hood cinched around his face,
And
he's got, like,
glasses.
sunglasses on. Yeah.
This is a pretty good
Does
disguise.
Chuck
Also-
Carlson have superpowers? No.
And
Did
then
that happen?
Zalian? That's
Oh,
Tracy Alexander's dad. You've seen him drop
Oh.
Tracy off before.
Was that Mr. Alexander?
Yes.
I knew he was nuts, but I didn't know he was like nuts.
Is there
Serves him
anybody
right.
who's not nuts anymore? Like,
I mean, you're pretty mentally healthy, Johnny. I'm not gonna lie.
Mo,
Wow.
I just saw what you put in the chat.
That's exactly how it looks like.
I'm wearing a disguise.
It's the gift. It's the gift for
Yeah.
Mean Girls of the
his
girl in
full
the.
face is out. You can see everything but his hair and his eyes.
I think at this point Johnny turns to Jester and is like, "You should probably get back to class before the detectives get here, if you want to keep your identity a secret. We'll talk later."
Yeah, yeah, like, you know, Jester has already done his work. It's all in a good day's work. Wildfire.
Do you refer to yourself in the third person?
Uh, hey, listen, I'm not really good at this, and like I'm trying really hard. So if you could just pretend that that was good, that would be really important for me.
It was fantastic. I'm
Okay.
proud of you,
Oh,
Jester.
Randall, Michael,
Wildfire
Michael.
proof.
Sorry, I have a question.
Mhm.
Doesn't Jester need strings?
I
Does-
do. Ooh.
I think we're gonna figure it out.
No, you didn't do his like connections at the beginning, the relationship questions.
Yeah,
The
but
relationships. The
Oh, I
keep
was
trying to
Yeah,
impress.
I was thinking. Yeah, for the influence. I was. Yeah. Why don't we do those real quick? Because I was thinking of the how we got together instead of the relationships. Because when I looked through, I saw those and I remember going, "Oh, we won't need those." I had forgotten about the relationship ones.
Yeah, because I was like, wait a second, someone has to be connected to this guy.
Yeah, I had forgotten. about
Oh,
that.
okay, yeah. I think then I keep trying to impress Issa Obsidian with my antics,
Oh no!
but I think that happens a lot like around school and maybe like around town. I don't know, like
Is that why you
maybe-
took my apartment?
yeah. I've been like, I'm gonna be just like you. Like I'm,
Oh,
I'm gonna be a
no.
cool hero like you. Like listen, as soon as I get the hang of this thing, it's gonna be so sick. Like you're gonna be so
Aw.
impressed. And
oh,
then
that means you know Issa's secret.
who would have pulled an awesome if illegal stunt with me?
Marrow
Marrow.
or Johnny.
We're all pretty illegal. I do spend a lot of
Okay.
time out at night. Sometimes.
We did some illegals. We did some illegal nebulous. I can't think of a cool stunt.
I do have a new thing where I can turn my bones into keys, so the world's our oyster.
Oh, okay. So we broke in. Maybe we broke into a museum and like tried to repatriate items.
Yeah. And we touched that big dinosaur because it's not a real dinosaur. We should be allowed to touch it. It's not real, so we should be allowed to touch it.
Plaster. I
Yeah.
can't believe they're listen, the government won't let us touch the plaster dinosaur bones. And it's because they don't want to ruin the mystique of dinosaurs. Because they know if dinosaurs were real, we'd get tired of it in like 6 months. But like, as long as they're like this nebulous concept, listen, I've been reading a lot. And-
They're very much real. Do you want to go? We can go see the real ones if you want.
Wait, dinosaurs are real?
Yeah, they're in the basement, buddy. They have to be kept in a special room with moisture and shit.
Yeah. Like, let's go see the real bones.
I make sure we don't touch anything like too crazy, you know, just one of the little ones. No one's gonna miss one of the little ones if we just touch it a little bit.
There, yeah, just a Denonicha skull.
Just I
fragment
know
or
it's bad,
something.
but just one little.
What's the harm? They already got the DNA.
Yeah.
They're good.
There's some madman out there right now cloning dinosaurs in our superhuman world. So is this really even that bad? This I'm justifying it to myself. Okay, but
Okay.
yes.
So those are my relationships.
Okay.
Rad.
I figure we want to cut to the field, have a little thing with all of you, and then probably call it for tonight.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. I figure we'll wait for the end of moves till next session, maybe, because this has only been about an hour of actually like in gameplay.
That's fair.
Okay.
You-
So you
You
got
guys-
the crying militiaman.
I kind of whisper to
Bobbing.
all of you outside of that. I'm like, do you think if we contacted Harold Foulfellow, if we could like build a case for this for
Who?
the lawyer superhero? You don't know him?
Harvey Birdman is that
Harold Foulfellow.
Get out of here, Nessa.
Why fellow?
Because it's like a man, but it's a fellow.
Oh my god.
Why would we make a case? Just let him get arrested. He brought guns
No.
to a school.
No, not against him. Against Chuck Carlson for incitement.
Like that's really gonna work.
I know, but just like, I don't know. I fucking hate that guy.
So do all of us, but we just took Blake down. Carlson, he's not big fish. He's just talks.
Hey, can we not talk about that with? And Issa's gonna thumb over to Jester and be like,
Oh, is this like a thing? Like, I gotta get back to class. So like, I should probably go do that. But this was cool. Like, we should probably like do this more, right? Like, this
Okay,
was
let me
actually
get
really
your number.
good.
Let me get your number. Let me get your number real quick.
"Oh my god!"
Oh yeah,
someone
you
like-
got like a group chat. Like, you can just add me to that. Yeah. And like
Yeah.
I'll put my number into the thing and like send a little thing in the group chat. It's just like,
Well, you go to the school.
Wait,
You go to the school here, so you know where I live. We have a team meeting after school, so just show up.
oh, well, okay. It's kind of a weird assumption that I would know where your house is based on the fact that we go to school together. But like, if you have the address, I'll go there. But
Wait,
Jesus
you don't know
face.
where I live?
I'm kind of like, I kind of don't do a lot of stuff, and like, I kind of teleport a lot, so I
It's
don't
just
I
like,
don't know addresses.
can somebody give him my address? I forgot. Like my card's burned up when I burned my clothes off.
Again?
how
Yeah,
many
wait.
times do I have to tell you about your clothes?
What about him?
Stop
I-
it.
I tried making you the fireproof version, and you
Yeah.
wouldn't wear them.
Because then I have to take them off. Right now they just burn away and my suit doesn't burn.
Why didn't you put the cards in your suit pockets?
I don't have pockets.
What do you mean you don't have
Why do
pockets?
you
You
have
have this
pockets?
multi-million-dollar suit and you don't have pockets.
It's not multi-mil.
Pockets?
I remember I made the new suits. I'm not good at sewing pockets.
Chester teleports back into class there.
Oh, he left.
So we'll have to take some statements from you guys for this.
Oh, hi, Cahill.
Hughes! Hey, buddy.
You see Kinnick walking up, and is that a good time to kind of fade to black for this episode?
Sure.
I think East is gonna be like, you know, we really need to get you on couch to 5K,
I'm
buddy.
working
Like,
on it. I'm working
I was
on
going to do the same thing.
it.
Why do you always run up to us? Like
It's important.
Detective Kennick walks. Like you could walk.
She's so much cooler than I am, though.
She's just a really fast walker. 'Cause
All right.
he's always sprinting up, and then she walks up like 2 seconds later. She's just got that stride.
I think she's like, move, I'm gay, like sort of thing.
Yeah.
All right. If you all want to let people know who you are, where we can find you.
I'm Nessa, also known as Loch Nessa, LOCHNEASSA, and I'm available basically everywhere. I make TikToks about all kinds of stuff.
I'm Sarah. I'm Powerful Week 1 on TikTok and Powerful Week almost everywhere else.
My name is Ibrahim. You can find me at cosmic_Eve everywhere on the internet that matters. You can also catch Prayers and Static, which is a bi-weekly sci-fi anthology series, which is on a brief break for the month of January. But we'll be back soon with exciting stuff.
I'm Mo. You can find me all over the internet at Saturday Night Bezos. I don't have anything else to plug in, but yeah.
Hi, I'm Steve, the Dragon X on TikTok. That's it.
All right.
Thanks for watching.
I'm Michael Matthews, Improv GM on Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube. This Saturday, we have Beggar Talk Wrestling coming back, 1 p.m. Central on Saturday. All right. Have yourself a great evening.
Happy New
Bye.
Year.
Bye. Happy New Year, folks.